Hello and welcome to the Toban Sports Report. I'm Jason Pajak, sports editor at the Manitoban.
And I'm Joe Gonzalez, audio editor at the Manitoban. Heading into February, it was time for the Bisons to hunker down for a playoff push. Some teams were more successful than others.
Last we saw the Bison women's hockey team, the club was on a 6-game tear. Let's see how they fared in February.
They started out the month pretty well, actually, extending the 6-game streak to 7 with a 3-2 overtime win over the UBC Thunderbirds. Down 2-0 in the second, Alexandra Anderson put a point shot on goal. The puck skittered through a crowd and was tipped past Tori Miklash's foot by Lauren Keane to cut the UBC lead to 1. Keane struck again soon after to tie the game. The teams battled through regulation, and in overtime, Natasha Kostenko put it away. Kostenko got the puck at the point and walked into the high slot uncontested. She stopped up and ripped a wrister below the bar on Miklash for the win.
Well, I'm always happy to help my team out in any way I can, and it just feels good to be able to come in big for them in that last little bit of overtime.
Manitoba and UBC needed more extra time to settle Game 2 of the 2-game set the night after, a 3-2 UBC shootout win. Allison Sexton scored the game's first goal, but UBC scored back-to-back power play markers to take a late 2-1 advantage. Then Kostenko played the hero once more. Erica Reeder threw the puck up the sideboards to Alana Sharman, and she blew to the UBC territory. Sharman put the puck on, and in a scrum, Kostenko poked it through to tie the game with seconds remaining. 2 overtimes solved nothing, and Matea Fisher had the lone goal for UBC in the shootout to seal it for her club.
In that game, the Bisons honored 8 fifth-year players prior to puck drop. Erica Reeder, Alana Sharman, Erin Kucheravi, Cortland Oswald, Alex Anderson, Lauren Keane, Natasha Kostenko, and Carissa Kirkup will all graduate from the program at season's end. The Herd then closed out the regular season on the road with a split series against the Saskatchewan Huskies. Manitoba came out on top in Game 1, winning 2-1 with goals from Jordan Zacharias and Alex Sparky Anderson, but lost Game 2 by the same score. Zacharias had the lone goal in the loss.
Then we had playoffs. After a quick break and a bye to the semifinals, the Herd hit the ice again against the UBC Thunderbirds.
The aptly named Special K line of Carissa Kirkup, Lauren Keane, and Natasha Kostenko combined for 3 points in a 4-3 Bisons win over the Thunderbirds, taking a 1-0 series lead. After UBC made it 1-0 in the first, the Herd regrouped during the intermission and the Special K line went to work. Just seconds into the middle frame, Keane skated down the right side wall into the UBC zone. She fired a shot from an awkward angle, beating Tori Miklash to tie the game 1-1. A few minutes later, Kirkup did it all by herself.
I knew they were coming hard on the forecheck there, and I tried to back check. Obviously, it caused a little turnover, and I noticed them changing and try to take advantage, try to get a couple shots.
Kirkup's initial shot was stopped, but she snagged the rebound and roofed the puck on Miklash for the 2-1 Bisons lead. UBC tied the game heading into the third, where Alana Sharman got Manitoba ahead once more on a penalty shot. Sharman walked in, made Miklash bite with a fake shot, and went forehand-backhand to make it 3-2 Bisons. After UBC tied the game once again, Lauren Workington put a point shot home to give Manitoba the 4-3 win.
The next night, it was all over for the T-Birds as Manitoba swept the semifinal series with a 2-1 win, sending the Herd back to the U Sports National Championship. Carissa Kirkup led the way for Manitoba, scoring both goals in a Herculean effort for her squad. In the first, Kirkup picked up the puck in the neutral zone and blazed through the UBC defense toward the goal. Tori Miklash came out to challenge, but Kirkup dangled past, waited out the UBC netminder, and scored for the 1-0 Bisons lead. The lead held until the second, when Ireland Parrott picked the corner on Lauren Tereshchuk through a crowd to tie the game at 1-1. On the next play, though, UBC took its first penalty of the game and Manitoba immediately took advantage. Janae Buchanan walked the blue line, sent a slap pass down low to Lauren Keane, who redirected the puck in front where Kirkup was waiting. Kirkup deflected the puck home and got Manitoba back out in front. Kirkup was emotional talking about the win. The senior suffered a season-ending injury during the 2017-18 season and missed the Herd's national championship run.
I'm very, very excited. I'm so happy right now. I'm very lucky to be a part of this great group, and very excited to go forward. I know we have a lot of work to do, but just to have another shot and continue my hockey career, very excited.
The Bisons will defend their Canada West Conference crown this weekend when they take on the Alberta Pandas before jetting off to PEI for Nationals in March.
And that was your recap for Bisons women's hockey in February. Be sure to check out the other recaps we have on our page. I'm Joe Gonzalez, audio editor at the Manitoban. Be sure to check out the podcast Toban Tuesdays, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and on our show page on umfm.com. That's Jason Pajak. He's a sports editor. He does sports, but you knew that already. Thanks for watching.